Hello everybody, welcome to a demo of Fast Palette version 1.04. I'm just going to demo some of the new features. So I'm going to get a reference picture and generate a palette from a reference picture. I'll just use ChatGPT for this. So I'll type in something like a field of flowers, rather an image of a field of flowers. Submit that to ChatGPT. I mean, obviously you can use any reference image you want, but I'm just showing you here how sort of versatile it is that you can generate palettes from different sources. So here you go. Now it's one of the new features we've got is shortcut keys. So before you used to have to select a color, let's say a dark gradient, and then maybe another color over here, a lighter one, let's say, and then let's change the hue a bit. And then you would add the gradient like that, as so. And you could also select the color picker here, then go all the way across here, pick a color, and select this one here, let's say another color, go across here, that generates my gradient there. Add that like that. And that's all well and good, but it's a little bit slow. Still pretty fast, but slow as compared to what we can do now. So now we can basically use the shortcut keys, which are A for choosing the picker on this side and D for choosing the picker on this side. So if I press A, straight away a picker comes up. I can, let's say, choose a dark color of the sky, and then I'll press D and choose a light color, and you can see straight away. And then I press space or W, and it's straight into the palette. So you can see, let's just see how quickly I can kind of generate sort of nice looking palette. See, basically I can do it super fast, dark blues. Let's go blue to pink. And then of course you can tweak everything here. So I could do something like that, press W to bring it down. I can of course still change the length of these, so I want a shorter gradient of things. Let's go from the yellow down the sort of dark red down to yellow and add that. So you can see basically I can create a palette super fast and tweak it as I go. Make a larger gradient, let's say. Change the hue on that as we make it lighter. Look, it's very creative palette making sort of process, really. This, add it. Let's choose this one here. I can also, once I've submitted this, for example, I can add the complementary color of that with the S key. So there you go, that's that. You can see the indicators there, left and right, show me which picker will get will be used. And I'm just showing you this. I've got two windows open here. I mean, it's much better, obviously, to use with double monitors. That's the benefit, really. But you can pick from anywhere in the screen. So, you know, you can pick existing kind of colors. So I could go from that one to that one, and then let's add that. I could go from the blue here to the pink here and make it a bigger gradient and add that. You know, I could go from this color to, you get the idea. So there you go. And okay, so another thing that's possible now is we've got a fine tune option. It's kind of very beta. It's not that great. But basically you can change the hue of the whole palette backwards and forwards, the saturation and the brightness. Okay. It's kind of an unfinished feature. It can basically ruin the palette if you go too far in one direction at the moment, but we'll fix that later. Just be aware, maybe save your palette, export your palette for later. What else can we do with this new version is we can export as texture, which is one of the main reasons I've made this update, is so I can use this with 3D modeling. So if I open the texture now, I've just exported it there and hit edit. You can see it's exported an 8x8 texture of that palette, which I can then go away and use to texture map various 3D models. You can see as well a lot of this kind of low poly 3D modeling with kind of very lo-fi palettes goes on in, let's say, in the Unity asset store. One of the big sort of asset packs of that is Synty, and I've duplicated one of their palettes here, so you can go in and maybe export that as a texture. We could do that. Here it is. And you can modify the size of it will automatically update depending on how many colors you've got in the texture. But that's taken directly from there. What else is new? Well, there's basically a lot of bug fixes, a few more examples of existing palettes, which again you can kind of modify in any way you want. Lots of bug fixes. And also you can now go previously you could only go to a minimum of 3 shades. Now you can go basically to 1 shade, so you can add kind of individual colors without a gradient, let's say. So I could add the yellow, let's say. It basically takes the left one and adds that. So you can have 2 colors as well, which might be another thing you could use. And there you go. That's all for now. Okay, have fun with Fast Palette Studio. Goodbye.